What movie really is rewatchable 100 times? I've seen Jurassic Park so many times I can do all the fucking dinosaur sounds at this point. Airplane. Office Space. The movies I tend to always come back to when I need something fun to watch, and I've seen at least 20 times each. The Mummy 1999. Very easy to watch and enjoyable adventure. The Fifth Element. Just plain old fun and spectacle start to finish. Ghostbusters 1984. One of the best comedies ever made. Big Trouble in Little China. Kurt Russell's finest hour. Best in Show. 20 years later and it still makes me laugh. Hot Fuzz. Back to the Future. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Matrix. Trading Places. The Princess Bride. Galaxy Quest is just a masterpiece. The Emperor's New Groove. My Cousin Vinny. The Fifth Element. Groundhog Day. Shawshank Redemption. Young Frankenstein. Blazing Saddles. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I will always stop for it. Die Hard First One. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Goonies. When I was a kid, I must have watched it 500 times. Aliens? Lord of the Rings Trilogy Extended Edition. The Empire Strikes Back. Mean Girls. Shrek. Snatch? Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's the fourth wall break done just right that makes it very enjoyable for me. Pulp Fiction. The Incredibles. Me and my siblings can practically quote that movie word for word, and mime lip snike along with it. Guilty pleasure for my daughter and I. Twister. Oh Brother Where Art Thou? Spaceballs. Super Troopers. Napoleon Dynamite. It's my comfort movie. Nightmare Before Christmas. Tombstone. A Knight's Tale. The Big Lebowski. Dr. Strangelove. Ratatouille. Airplane. The Birdcage, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, Beetlejuice. Super Bad. Forrest Gump. T2. Starship Troopers, LOTR, Demolition Man, Back to the Future Trilogy, Star Wars OT. Dazed and Confused. Back to the Future. Labyrinth. Heat. Role Models. Ike It's a Good Movie. Shawshank Redemption. Hunt for Red October. Princess Bride. Die Hard. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The Princess Bride. Clerks. Gladiator. The Dark Knight. Memento. Groundhog Day. Blade 2. Rocky Horror Picture Show. According to my toddler, Moana, Coco, Turning Red, Lilo, and Stitch, and Lion King. Personally, I like all those except and not a Lion King fan, so I think she has pretty good taste. But I liked all of them better before she was born. The Wizard of Oz. I've been watching that movie since I was a child, and it never gets old. Can't say the same for me. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Wall.e by Disney Pixar. It's pretty much one of the only Pixar films that I firmly believe most adults will never grow out of. Groundhog Day. Ghostbusters. Stand By Me. Pulp Fiction. Spirited Away. Clueless. Breakfast Club. Lethal Weapon. Though it's realistically quite a different film, I think it really gets overshadowed by Die Hard as the big action film of the late 80s, but it's always been my favorite of the two and I never get bored of seeing it. Also the original Star Wars trilogy. First films I ever saw in the cinema. Blew my tiny little mind. Never get bored of watching them. Not a movie, but Band of Brothers. My Cousin Vinny. Step Brothers. Any of the Harry Potter movies. The first Men in Black, and the first Jurassic Park. Oh, and any of the Indiana Jones movies except the newest one, only because I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet, so can't say if it's good or not. The Blues Brothers. Predator. The Godfather. Pulp Fiction. Lord of the Rings Extended Trilogy. Clue, Jurassic Park, The Hours, Muriel's Wedding, Spaceballs, X-Files, first movie The Princess Bride. But I think 100 isn't enough. Super Bad. John Wick franchise. Of the movies everyone still knows, Jurassic Park. Of the lesser remembered ones, Grosse Point Blank. Young Frankenstein, The Three Amigos. Beetlejuice. Raising Arizona. Dumb and Dumber. Interstellar. Wayne's World. Clue. Never Ending Story. Braveheart. Fletch. Harry Potter marathon never gets old. I watched the Lego Movie so much I could remember it word for word at one point. Mrs. Doubtfire. Life of Brian. The Princess Bride.